안녕하세요. Salut. Hola. Ciao. Ciao. Darova. Merhaba. Ni hao. Konnichiwa. And namaste. I hope you're doing well because I am. What can I say? We hit 1K. I mean, thanks for all the congrats and stuff like that, but honestly, I don't really care too much. I just wanna keep on creating, you know? And it doesn't really faze me, like, however many people are watching, as long as there's a handful that are enjoying it. Okay. So, I really want to start making manga content again, but right now I don't have like any manga whatsoever. But what I did bring is the Book of Five Rings. And I haven't read it all the way through yet. I stopped at the Fire Scroll. I bought it at the start of summer. And then this is how far I got at summer camp. I read it while I was there. But I've listened to the audiobook twice, I think. So, I really want to start reading Vagabond because a lot of people say that, or I've heard like that Vagabond is at a similar level as Berserk. And then after I finish Vagabond, I was gonna finish reading Monster because I've heard that that one's also good, and I've already read the first 2 volumes of it. And I like the setting and the plot. And there's also a plus point because it takes place in Germany. And that's where I was born and raised, basically. Here, I'll read you the back. I'm pretty sure there's like a word, isn't there? It's not just called like the back. It's like bag something, but I don't know the word. But what I am able to do is read, so I'll give it a read for you. The Book of Five Rings is one of the most insightful texts on the subtle arts of confrontation and victory to emerge Asian culture. Written not only for martial artists, but for anyone who wants to apply the timeless principles of this text to their life. The book analyzes the process of struggle and mastery over conflict that underlies every level of human interaction. The Book of Five Rings was composed in 1643 by the famed duelist and undefeated samurai Miyamoto Musashi. Thomas Cleary's translation is immediately accessible with an introduction that presents the spiritual background of the warrior tradition. Along with Musashi's text, Cleary translates here another important Japanese classic on leadership and strategy, the Book of Family Traditions on the Art of War by Yagyu Munenori, which highlights the ethical and spiritual insights of Taoism and Zen as they apply to the way of the warrior. So I remember he added like an intro of the Art of War. Before the actual Book of Five Rings. But it's like it's very abstract, but it's good. Like, it's so it's very insightful, but you have to sort of piece together how you can apply it to yourself, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't like give you like a clear cut advice on how to do certain things. At least that's how I understood it. I just like I used to read Berserk on my PC because I could like rotate my monitor, and then it would be actually kind of nice to read the panels because horizontal isn't like too great for reading manga panels, at least. But that's like the only way I would read Vagabond online, because the other physical copies I had borrowed from a friend of mine who bought all of them. But you can't buy like Vagabond physical copies at like the manga store, because I think they like stopped delivering them to the specific stores, right? So the only way you could get your hands on them is by ordering them online, which I guess I'll have to look into, because I don't want to like read it online. But reading it online obviously is like the most effective method. But I don't know, I just enjoy the experience so much more whenever I have like the physical copy holding it inside my hands. And like just taking in the art. Which is obviously like, it's the same panels as it is online, but it's like on a piece of paper in your hands. I don't know, I just enjoy it more. And then you could also like put it in your shelf, right? Or like what I like to do is whenever I'm finished reading a manga, I give it to a friend of mine if they're interested. And then what'll happen is, if I like that manga, I'll end up buying all the volumes of it. And then once I'm done reading all the volumes, I let my friend or one of my friends borrow like 3 to 4 at a time so they can read the entirety of it. And then they'll end up buying a manga that they like. And then I'll end up borrowing theirs. So it's like a give and take. That's how I got my friend to buy the entirety of Berserk, because I bought Chainsaw Man. All of Chainsaw Man. And then I read through it. I let him borrow all of it. He read through all of it. And then I bought the first volume. It was the first max volume of Berserk, so it's like 2 volumes in one. And then I read it, and then I let him borrow it. And then he bought like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth. And then I also, well, before that, I told him to watch the 3 movies. And then he was like hooked on it after watching them. But he bought the mangas like a year later. And I don't know, he just liked it so much that he bought like all the max volumes. Which I'm very grateful for, because I wanted to read it for the longest time, but like I don't really know why I didn't start reading it. But whenever he like bought all of them, I finished the entirety of it, which was great. I highly recommend you give it a read too. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the nice comments. I'm so grateful for all of you guys. And I'll see what I can do in regards of manga. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Subscribe if you haven't. And yeah. I'll see you tomorrow, alright? Love you.